in.
Okay, it says it's recording. I don't know why it's not making the announcement, but
Yeah.
go ahead.
Anyway, the meeting is being recorded. This is a public meeting, but no decisions are made at the meeting, and it's a forum for, in this case, the applicant to present its current plans as it has discussed them with HPO staff and intends to present HPRB and a chance for community members as well to find out about the plans and to weigh in. Um, I just wanted to mention that there is one agenda item this evening, which is the renovation and rear work of house on Woodley Road in Commissioner Geis's district. And I think we have the applicants, and do we have the project architect as well?
My name is Phil Agar. I'm representing Landis Architects here. So I appreciate you having us tonight and letting us speak about the project. We have the applicants, David and Eliza. They're the homeowners. So I'll let them introduce themselves as well.
Okay, welcome.
Hi, we're David and Eliza Green. We live in 2745 Woodley Place. We've been here since 2018, so it's been 6 years. And we've lived here actually in the apartment building down the street since I think 2014. So we've been here 10 years, and we're happy that you guys were able to speak with us tonight.
Great. Okay, well, Phil Eggard, do you have a presentation that you want to share on the slides? I believe you sent them around earlier, but will you be sharing your...
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I will be sharing them. I will do that right now.
Hello?
I gave co-host permission, but now I'm seeing several fills.
I see several fills, and sort of everything on the screen except for names has gone dark. So
I'm now making co-host again, which should allow for sharing screen.
I see, yeah, I see two boxes for Phil. Phil, if you can hear us, we don't yet see the presentation.
Both of the fill boxes are mute. So
I just added another one that's in the waiting room.
Okay.
Hello, can everyone hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, but we don't see any slides yet.
Okay, it says the host has disabled attendee screen sharing.
Well, we're gonna make you the co-host so that you can share your screen, but there's two of you right now.
Okay.
Make you both the co-host. So give me a sec. There's one. Okay, and the other has co-host permissions.
Okay, I can share now. It's letting me share.
Okay, cool.
Right.
Thank you.
Great. All right. Can everyone see the presentation up on the screen?
Not yet.
No, and it appears we're letting a third one of you in. So, oh.
I'm not.
More Phil's here than we have other people.
We do. Can everyone see my screen?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay,
Yes.
we see the presentation.
Great. Okay. So as mentioned, we have the lovely green residence here at 2745 Woodley Place Northwest. We have some photos from the front here of the property and from the back here. The photo in the back here is during a time when the trees were bare here. And we took some recent photos. These are photos from the back as of actually yesterday. These photos were taken, just so you can kind of see the line of sight from the alley in the back, and of course, in the front here. What we're proposing here at this property is primarily a third floor pop-up. The pop-up is proposed as a third floor addition behind the existing attic dormer in the front here. And the new addition will not be visible from the street. I'll go into the line of sight diagram on one of the later slides here. The addition will be above the enclosed sleeping porch, which will be to remain. And the addition won't expand beyond that point over the deck. So the roof line in the back will be basically the same in the back.
Correction there, Phil. Sorry, this is Ethan Landis. At the back, yes, it won't come out over this front edge. It'll come out in the dog leg. It'll come out even with the back of the dog leg.
Right, exactly. We have some colored renderings in the back, and it's our intent to match the existing siding that exists in terms of color and look in the back, to maintain continuity in the back there. As you can see in the proposed 3D model here, you can see the existing front dormer in the front here, and we see the new addition here. We are proposing that the height of the house at the end of this addition would be at the max of 35 feet here. And Ethan, please stop me if you want to add anything here.
So no, you're doing great.
So the line of sight diagram, this kind of depicts that the line of sight from the street on Woodley Place, looking at the front of the house, you won't be able to really see the third floor addition at all. And that's kind of our intent with this addition here, is that you won't be able to see it from the street, which is also, why we've gotten favorable results from staff, favorable outcomes from our conversations with historic staff thus far.
And to be clear, this line of sight is from the sidewalk on the other side of the street. Mm-hmm. It's not in the street. It's from wherever people would be in the public area, all the way over to the sidewalk, I believe. And just a little note is that on the very front, where the existing slate is, there's all the flashing details in there are really at the end of their life. And so we are planning to restore the front with new flashing details, copper flashing details, and either real or synthetic slate.
Yes. I'm not going to go too much into the floor plans here, but I will show the third floor plan here. The intent is to create a livable space here on the third floor for David and Eliza, so that they can use this space up here. And that is the intent of the addition up here. So to make this house more livable for them and for the future. Here's some elevations of the rear here. We have the existing demo elevation here where you can see the roof line right here. And you do see the pop-up right here where we are extending up further to create more of a usable space.
One
in
detail
there.
on this elevation is if you scroll up the proposed window plan, that was a slightly earlier version, but we have a 6/1 existing window plan, and we're planning to have those same window details in the new third floor.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Was that a comment from staff?
It was a comment from us, really. Initially, we looked at it. You can see this was an earlier rendering we developed with the homeowners, and then when we had a meeting with them, we were just going over stuff, and you said, would you prefer to have 6/1 up there? And they said, oh yeah, we would prefer that. And I personally think it would look better too. Even though it's just from the alley view, it would add that level of consistency.
Thanks.
It was in those earlier renderings showed the 6/1.
Yes. So as you can see the existing section here. As we look to make a livable space here, you can see that the height here of the new house will be at the 35 feet here. And here in the cross section, you can see kind of what we're looking to do here, create a usable space up here for David and Eliza and their family. So as I mentioned, we're submitting this application to Historic Plan Review Board. It is going to be heard at the Historic Plan Review Board on the 25th of July. We hope that the ANC and single member district and community members will support this application in the form of a letter of support that we can provide to Historic after you guys vote at your full hearing. So if there are any questions, please feel free to ask. We have Ethan on the line, who's the team leader. I have the other contacts for our project, Dana Kaminsky, who's the other team leader on this project, Chris Williams, who unfortunately could not be on tonight, and myself.
Right. And one or two other notes is that part of this attic renovation, as you may well know, these style houses all have, some insulation in their attic, but this modification is going to allow us to insulate the attic really well and make sure the overall house is much more comfortable. Indoor air quality is going to be improved, to make the house something that will hold up very well for another 100 years and be a space that's very cost efficient, low energy or lower energy consumption. The homeowners have chosen to move away from gas, and we're going to be putting in all high efficiency heat pumps, electric cooking, a heat pump based water heater in the basement. They're getting rid of their existing old boiler and radiators.
Do any of the commissioners have any questions about this application?
Yeah, I'll start. I have a couple of questions. One about notification, and then just a quick one on design.
Sure.
So the first on notification, have you notified adjacent property owners?
We have notified adjacent property owners. These certified mailings went out on, I believe it went out this weekend. to all of the property owners across the alley, as well as the adjacent property owners and all the property owners immediately across Woodley Place as well.
Okay. You know, I'd
Sorry,
encourage.
just one thing. Is it when you say adjacent, do you mean connecting, like our immediate neighbors or the neighbors across
Yes,
and behind?
yes, immediately adjacent on the side of Woodley Place, next to them, 2743 and 47, and then also across Woodley Place as well. So like across the street on Woodley Place and across the alley on Cathedral.
Yeah, and just to be clear, I think in connection with our package, we submitted signed letters from our connecting neighbors at 2743 and 2747 who are in favor of the project and are happy to support us in our application.
Okay,
Yes.
good.
Yes, and I can pull up those letters as well to present if needed. So.
Okay. The next question for the Landis team, you're at 35 feet. Do you contemplate that there will be additional equipment on the roof, compressors, things like that? And if so, where will that be located?
You know, we have not anticipated that it would be on the main roof. There is the dog leg back there. That would be a possibility to locate it in the dog leg. But honestly, we did not think about where that would be located because it could be down at the lower level there on the ground, or in the dog leg, but not on the roof. And that we want to make it more accessible for maintenance.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, thank you. Do other commissioners have questions?
Yeah, have you got any feedback from folks on the other side of the alley? The people who, at least when the trees aren't green, will look at, you know, at the new addition?
So most of the people across the
we actually have tried to reach out to them, to our neighbors in the alley.
Mhm.
We lived here 6 years, and all those are rental properties. So we approached the tenants and were able to connect with the tenants, and the tenants didn't have any concerns. But we've been totally unable to connect with landlords despite getting their contact information. It's not clear. I know one of them lives in Serbia. It's not clear if the other two are local. So we've tried many times. We just can't seem to connect with them. They don't live here, and we've actually talked to longtime residents of Cathedral Avenue, and no one seems to know who they are, or they haven't lived here for a very long time.
Yep. Fair enough. That's
Yes.
all you can do is try.
And we have sent out the certified mailings to those property owners, so they will receive those plans that we've presented tonight. So.
Okay, thanks. Are there other questions or comments on the green residence application?
Looks good to me.
Great.
Okay, well, we really appreciate all the commissioners' time and anyone else who is on the line. I see John Goodman from Woodley Park Community Association as well. So I appreciate you being on as well. John, did you have any questions? You're on mute if you're speaking.
I'll catch on to this eventually. No, I asked a question about the neighbors in the rear, and you answered, and that's all good.
Okay.
Great.
A question for Mr. Agar, Mr. Landis. So is in your discussions with HPO staff, do they contemplate that this will be, put on the July agenda?
Yes, that's our understanding.
It will be on the July agenda.
Okay. So the way our process works is Commissioner Guys, who is the SMD commissioner for your area, will be back in touch, but I assume that she will be bringing forward a resolution on this matter, assuming that there are not, comments or other concerns expressed by neighbors. I would expect that would probably be handled on the consent calendar. But as I said, she'll be in touch, and so follow up as well, just to make sure that that she'll be working on that resolution. But my expectation is that we'll be taking that up. That is, the ANC will be taking that up at the regular meeting. If for any reason the matter gets deferred from July to the next meeting, and I don't think they meet in August, so that would be September, let us know.
We will. Commissioner Nash, when is the full ANC meet to vote on matters, just for our edification?
It's at our July meeting, and
July 15th.
Yeah.
July 15th. Okay.
Great.
I appreciate it.
All right. Well, great, wonderful. We're very excited about this project. We think it's going to make this house, more livable, a place that young families can raise their children a little bit more comfortably, a little more elbow room, and obviously taking some depreciated elements of the home and upgrading them so that they will last for a long, long time. And we're excited for this to be a really tight remodel that people will look to as ideally a model of what can be done in other houses and meeting all the regulations and historic guidelines.
Well, good. Well, again, we appreciate the presentation and the quality of the drawings. Are there any other matters that to come before the committee this evening? Okay, hearing none, I just want to thank the participants again and the other commissioners. And if there is nothing else, then we will be adjourned.
Great.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Commissioner.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Thanks very much.
Great.
Have a good night.
Thank you,
Bye.
Phil, for all your good work there. Very good.